Hello, everyone. Okay, I'm gonna open this door. Okay. I thought I was gonna go back to work tonight. They sent me a thing saying to return to work on my next scheduled thing. I just called my the people that deal with whatever leaves and all that because I it's just been a lot of BS the past few days, guys, as far as work. That's why I'm just like, okay. All of a sudden, I get a random email this morning saying I can go back um when I don't even have they up until today they were saying I needed like this and that to be cleared and all that. So I'm just like, I'm glad I called right now because I was gonna be headed there, and then by the time I got there and went in there, they probably would have been like, I think I would have been able to go in, but it would have just been like, um, I don't think I'm totally ready to go back in mentally, but so in some ways it's kind of good I called and clarified everything, but um I don't want to go waste money to get up there and then waste money coming back when I can't stay the whole time, stay the whole shift, get the whole shift, like everything like that. So I want to make sure everything's good before I go back, and I need to have it all in order too because I don't even waste my money or my time going up there and then having to just turn back around and come back and pay more because it's after hours and after when trains stop coming back this way, and it's just, I'm not in a position where I can just, let me just drive back over. It's like, so I have to really be on top of that sort of thing. So I'm glad I did that, but I do need to get back to work. As far as financially, I don't want to like be in a predicament. I'm glad I have a little stuff saved because yeah, that can handle some stuff, but um depending on how long I'm out, I mean, I've never dealt with it, the whole short term disability thing, but hopefully I'm going back this week, you guys, but I don't know. Because it's all about, paperwork has to be, or, you have to be released back, and then also they have to feel you should be released back to work. So it's kind of like, it's a double edged sword kind of thing. Um, and I feel until I see that doctor for that, I don't completely feel good doing it. I don't really feel going to the ER and being like, can you just give me some emergency antidepressants or whatever, like, because it's opening a can of worms. It's like, okay, well, we gotta hold you or something like that. I don't know. I don't know a lot about it, that part of it. I've never had to deal with that part of it. I've been open about it. I have been on antidepressants in the past, so I know kind of the experience with them, but I'd rather not just be like on a whim, like, okay, F this. But it, with this type of situation, it just ebbs and flows. It's like 1 minute you feel okay, and then you start just having these like crying fits over things, and you're just like, why am I thinking about this? Or like, why am I crying about this? Like, literally, I think last night or early this morning it happened again. And then there was like a little streak of joy because they sent me an email because it was also because I was just dealing with the stuff with work, and then there was like a little spark of excitement because they were like, oh, you can go back today or whatever. But then I knew better than that, that okay, wait, just up until yesterday they knew my date was to come back after the 5th. So up until yesterday, dude was telling me I couldn't until I had a COF, filled out. So I'm just like, really, like, so I knew I better check this. I don't know why I waited till like an hour before I was leaving for the train, but I'm glad I did. But I don't know, you guys. I'm just praying on it. I'm not the most religious person, like I said before. Hold on, let me open the door. It's pretty warm in here. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 57 degrees.
I was gonna go to Trader Joe's earlier because I needed to get there's something I needed to get there. And I never went. Just slept. Said, oh, I'll go before I go to work. But I mean, I have been looking again for something else. just in case. I don't know. I don't really want to be in the middle of all this and then looking for another job, but um I don't know. You know how your mind starts racing with everything in situations like this, and so you're just like, you know, I should just be ready for that just in case, and um I don't know. I think if the situation wasn't happening here, like if it was just my dad here, then it would be different. I would kind of approach it different. I probably would just have taken some time off work, like just resigned and then. But I don't know. I haven't even discussed any of this with him or my mom or anything, just because it's just I don't know. I'm still trying to digest everything myself. But like I said, it's not my first rodeo with mental health, so um, I'm not completely scared, but I don't want. Sometimes you read things online and you're just like, on Reddit and all those sites, and you're just like, oh my god, okay, I'm glad I didn't go that route, because then they probably would freaking have me in there for 3 weeks or something like that. And I have some experience with the mental health industry just because of a relative. His case is a little bit more extreme, but it's just once you've been around that, you kind of know, okay, this could happen. But either overall, you guys, I just want to feel better. I just want to feel like, I don't want to keep feeling how I'm feeling, and it's scary because while I think that therapy and stuff does help, I feel like it does also open up some. It opens you up to certain feelings and things that you want to think about, especially when you see like the notes on it. You're like, what? That's how I come off, like, or that's what I said. Like, you're just like, whoa. And so it takes you back a little bit, but then you're like, but that's why I'm sharing some of this, because I just feel like it's not shouldn't be anything to be ashamed of, but it's, I don't know. I feel like with that, if people are gonna judge you, they're gonna judge you anyway. Like, it's like that. People like laugh about Medea a lot, but she says a lot. Tyler Perry's character says a lot of stuff that is real, like really true, and he says like, let people talk, because they're gonna talk about you to the day you die. People are gonna say stuff, have something to say. It's about what you react to, what you answer to. That used to be one of my favorite quotes that he said, and there's other ones, but it's like, I don't know. But I want to just touch on that for a minute. I'll be okay, you guys. I'm just dealing with it basically hour by hour. I don't even want to say day by day, because sometimes the day is good, and then like 4th of July was actually not that bad, and then, but even before doing those videos, I did have moments, where it's like, but I wanted to touch really quick on the Nipsey Hussle verdict. I think everyone kind of knew it was going to be guilty. His public defender put up a little bit of a fight, but it was what it was. I didn't think the heat of passion was gonna work in the Nipsey Hussle part, but I kind of thought the argument was somewhat there for the other guys he hit in the shooting. Those two men survived, but they were shot. Nipsey was murdered. I didn't buy you know the heat of passion, only because he it was a 9-minute thing. It's like, I mean, yeah, you're not, everyone I think in this world knows that things can piss you off for longer than a few minutes. You could think about something the next day and still be like, damn, I can attest to that, because I still get mad over the arguments that happened here. But I think, if I think honestly that argument may partially worked, had he done it at the time. But I think when he went around and he got the girl, I'm still kind of iffy about her role in it. I don't feel that she's as innocent as the prosecutor is portraying it, but um in the legal field they have to wheel and deal. They have to make agreements with people, give people immunity in some cases to get the main person that they want. And there's a lot of people who they don't do it because they figure, well, they're not going to convict me, and then they roll that dice and they get set for life too. If you look at the Skylar De Leon case, where the people who had the yacht in Newport and he killed them, they killed him. His wife was offered immunity. They knew she was up to her neck in it too, as far as the planning and everything. But they offered her immunity, and she said they won't prosecute me because I'm pregnant or I have a kid, and they won't do it because I wasn't even there on the yacht. What did they do? She's life without for 2 life sentences, never getting out. They try to like appeal and stuff, but I didn't know much about Nipsey prior to his murder. I'm more into, how I am. I'm into a lot of types. I'm into all kinds of music, but I'm not really into rap that much. Maybe the commercial rap, but not really. So I really wasn't familiar with him. I was familiar with Lauren London's work a little bit because she was on The Game, and she was involved with Lil Wayne and all that. But I don't really know much about any of them until after he was murdered. But from what I've seen in that area he was killed, Slauson and Crenshaw, kind of around there, is right near Woody's barbecue, which I have been there a lot, and I have been in the area just growing up. My mom's family, a lot of them lived in that area, so not maybe that part right there, but just in South LA and all that. So I've been around the block. I've been down there a lot of times to know kind of where it was at. He owned that store right there, and some of the other stores. He ran some of the other stores in that strip mall. I don't even think the strip mall is still open anymore. Ever since, it just became more of like a memorial. But now I think it's I don't know what they're doing now. I went to the site after he was murdered though, and because I liked what he was doing. He was trying to kind of make um bring positivity to that area, and say what you will about people's past, but it's what he was doing then that I think that matters. And I feel like he was killed over a stupid reason, regardless. I'm not saying that he didn't say this or the guy wasn't thinking this or that, but and after you kill him, you hit him, you kick him in the head, and you just run. Like, it's just like, throw away the key, dude. Like, I don't know. I think Heat of Passion was a little extreme, though, because he literally went back to the car, loaded his guns. The girl said, you ain't doing nothing in my car. And he put the guns down. She said he didn't talk about anything or anything. But he told her to drive around, and he got out of the car and she started shooting. She said she was going to drive off, but then she thought, what if he's hurt? So she didn't. But I don't really believe she's as innocent as they say. Some of the lingo that she uses, some of the behaviors don't strike me as someone who's innocent to it. And just being involved with him in the first place, it's kind of like, you're involved with someone in that lifestyle or who was in that lifestyle. So you kind of pick up on certain things. I don't think she's just a country bumpkin like Homeboy and the court was trying to say, like the prosecutor. But he got to do his dance. Defense has to do their dance. So I get it. I did dabble a little bit. I studied paralegal, criminal defense especially. So I have a little bit of, interest in it. But it's just kind of like but it's kind of like, I don't know, you guys. I feel that it's just sad because the person will never come back. This kind of takes the legal aspect out of it, it's finished. He was found guilty. Jury, I don't really believe that jury was gonna even buy into the heat of passion, because I felt like even if they aren't streetwise people, they kind of just know, okay, dude went around, it was 9 minutes. You just focus on the 9 minutes, and you're like, okay, even if you were pissed, still at 10 minutes, you still, the lawyer was like, well, he didn't have time to cool off. No one will be cool off from that. And I get he was trying to really do the snitch thing. I get it. He was really trying to put up a fight for that part, but because he was basically, he was, from a legal standpoint, he knew his client's going up. His client is going to go to prison. That's not the argument here. The argument was on what charge. He didn't feel it was a premeditated murder. So he didn't feel he should be charged. He felt like it was an overcharged murder case. So he's trying to get him voluntary or involuntary. I forget which one. Which is a lesser sentence, and it's kind of a little less needed to demonstrate. But I didn't think it was gonna wash. I don't think he had much else he could say, because everything was on camera. It was just like he didn't really have much he could work with there. It was like, okay, he did it. We know he did it. I'm not disputing that, but I'm disputing that he thought about it before he did it. And I don't know. There's just too much, and I don't know. That world would never make sense to me, really, so I just don't get it. But I feel like there was a lot. I don't feel like anybody was really using their brain that day, logic that day. I just feel like everyone was just trying to be whatever, one up on each other for a minute. And then I think he just made the decision he made, and he has to, unfortunately for him, pay for that. And, the sentencing will probably be, who knows, a month or two. It's not usually right away, but we kind of know what it's going to be. He's probably going to get 25 or life years, 25 years. But it's kind of like a reap what you sow thing. He could have made a different decision that day. He could have just been like, you know what, whatever, I'm out. But it's an ego thing. There's a lot of things going on. And, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't even paying that close attention towards the end. So I didn't know that they were even deliberating yet. But yeah, you guys. So that it finally happened. In this case, the whole thing happened in 2019. He just went up for the trial this past month, and there was so many different delays and stuff to get this trial to court. So it's just crazy how it's just over now, and now it's just time for the judge to make his sentencing decision, and the defense is gonna try to spread it on thick with that too. We all know with the sentencing hearings, they really go out, they bring in people saying, well, when they were 5, they were choked for stealing a candy bar, and that contributed to, because when I was looking up Skylar De Leon case, I get what they're doing as far as the defense. What they're trying to do is paint that, they had a depraved childhood, this and that. But I've even seen in cases where I heard a lot of bad stuff. About the person's childhood, I still am like, but when they were 30 or 25 or 30, they made a decision to, especially with, I keep going back to Skylar De Leon because that case just really, stood out to me in terms of the elements to it. But it's like they try to say about his dad and stuff, but it's like he had killed already, I think, that we know of. He had already killed someone before. It's always was about money, killing people for their money and stuff. And then the yacht people, he killed them for that. And that case really hit home to me because I felt so bad that the guy, he had been a firefighter, he had been a parole officer, he had done all kinds of things where he could have had a demise way sooner than that, and he was in his retirement and unfortunately trusted this guy, and they really manipulated him and his wife, and made them think that they used their kids to manipulate and say, oh, we have this baby coming, and then we have this little girl, really cute little girl. She's probably a teenager by now, but and that made that was what kind of brought that couple over, and we're like, okay, you know, we'll take you on the boat ride, and we'll think about selling it to you. And it's heartbreaking reading that case. But yeah, you guys, so Holder's going up, and we knew that, but you know, just be careful out there, you guys, you know, on both ends of it. And anyway, I'm gonna eat me something real quick, and I need to go get something from Walgreens, and so I will talk to you guys later. Keep you guys posted on everything about me. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.